Hi, I'm Bjelic. I am a sound designer. That's my area of expertise, and which is what I teach here at UNLV, as well as post-production sound. Well, it's interesting the way this project came about. I still consider myself fairly new to UNLV, but it didn't take long once I arrived here to realize the university had a very, very unique thing going on. In post-production, like production, it takes a small army of people to make it all happen. And once I started realizing that we had the actors here, that we had composers here, we had musicians here, we had, now with me coming here, we have sound designers, sound editors, Foley artists, dialogue editors. Over at the music technology department, we have producers and recordists. All the links in the chain were there to do something really unique. I just wasn't quite sure how to get them all together. So what I thought I'd do as a side project was recut The Empire Strikes Back down into a 15-minute, essentially a 15-minute clip, and wiped out the soundtrack and had all the students pretty much redo from scratch every aspect of it, from the performances, from the composition, the sound design, the Foley, all the revoicings of the characters. Everything is all done by UNLV students. And that's very rare, to have all that under one academic roof. And there's really no stopping us from doing any sort of project. Right after this, we'll be jumping on to Monsters, Inc., which is our next big project. Monsters, Inc. is going to be another opportunity to really explore just how far we can push the envelope in terms of our student expertise. The great thing about Monsters, Inc. this year is that I also have on board Samuel Friend, an instructor. We have Diego Vega, professor of composition. We have Adam Paul, professor of acting. We have Chuck Foley from music technology, and myself are actually spearheading this together to bring it to an even greater level. We all had an involvement on the Empire Strikes Back project, but on Monsters, Inc. we're diving in very deep with all the students, and it's all extracurricular. There's a bit of this that takes place in class, but the sheer amount of work involves a lot of extracurricular work for both the students and the professors, and we're having a great time. You know, the student experience is amazing, and it's been wonderful being able to work with my colleagues on that level. So when we do post-production sound, one of the things you'll notice is that it's all about layers and layers of sound. For instance, one of the first things we'll have to cover is all the character movements, which we call Foley. So for instance, this is a track of Foley here during the scene between Han Solo and Princess Leia, and it's just them moving around. So we had to Foley all that movement. We created the snow for their boot steps, we created their clothing moves and any of the jingling, and that brings a lot of life to the movement of character, which is essentially the thrust of doing a Foley track. After the Foley track, we do a base level background sound effects track, which we call atmospheres, and that's just the airs and the world around it, not specific elements, but just the things, the environment, adding life to the environment. And for instance, so these industrial tones happening in the background. And then the next layer will be the actual specific sound design elements. For instance, we can go to a battle sequence. So that's the specific layer of sound design that's involved. Beyond that, then we'll go and we have our layers of composition and music. And then our final layer, we bring our actors in to do all the revoicing of all the characters, which will give us our dialogue stem.
You could use a good kiss.
Oh, here, let me backtrack a little bit.
You had decided to stay.
Well, the bounty hunter we ran into on Ord Mandel changed my mind.
Han, we need you.
We need?
Yes.
What about you need?
I need. I don't know what you're talking about.
So that's all the voicings. We put them into their perspective. We cast for that, we audition for that, and the students in the acting in both the theater and the film acting programs had an absolute blast doing it. And once we put it all together, then we've got something that starts to resemble a movie.
Chewie! 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 All right, don't lose your temper. I'll come right back and give you a hand.
Please redefine boundaries and checkpoints. 22 multi-clicks. Good heavens.
Solo.
No sign of life out there, General. Sensors are in place. You'll know if anything comes around.
Commander Skywalker reported in yet?
No, he's checking on the meteorite that hit near him.
With all the meteor activity in this system, it's going to be difficult to spot approaching ships.
General, I gotta leave. I can't stay anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, there's a price on my head. If I don't pay off Jabba the Hutt, I'm a dead man.
A death mark's not an easy thing to live with. You're a good fighter, Solo. I hate to lose you.
Thank you, General. Well, Your Highness, guess this is it.
That's right.
Don't get all mushy on me. So long, Princess.
Han!
Yes, Your Highnessness?
I thought you had decided to stay.
Well, the bounty hunter we ran into on Ord Mandel changed my mind.
Han, we need you.
We need?
Yes!
What about you need?
I need. I don't know what you're talking about.
Probably don't.
And what precisely am I supposed to know?
Come on! You want me to stay because of the way you feel about me.
Yes, you're a great help to us. You're a natural leader.
No, that's not it. Come on.
Excuse me.
Ah? Come on.
You're imagining things.
Am I? Then why are you following me? Afraid I was gonna leave without giving you a goodbye kiss?
I just assumed he's a Wookiee.
I can arrange that. You could use a good kiss.
Don't try to blame me. I didn't ask you to turn on the thermal heater. I merely commented that it was freezing in the princess's chamber. But it's supposed to be freezing. How we're gonna try out all these clothes I really don't know. Oh, switch off!
Sir, Commander Skywalker hasn't come in the south entrance. He might have forgotten to check in.
Not likely. Are the speeders ready?
Not yet. We're having some trouble adapting them to the cold.
We'll have to go out on tauntauns.
Sir, the temperature's dropping too rapidly.
That's right, and my friend's out in it.
Your tauntaun will freeze before you reach the first marker.
Then I'll see you in hell. Ha!
go to the Dagobah system.
Dagobah system?
There you will learn from Yoda, the Jedi Master who instructed me.
Ben!
Luke! Luke! Don't do this, Luke. Come on. Give me a sign here. Not much time.
Ben.
Hang on, kid.
Dagobah system.
This may smell bad, kid,
Yoda.
but it'll keep you warm until I get the shelter up. I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Commander Skywalker, do you copy? This is Rogue 2.
Good morning. Nice of you guys to drop by.
Echo Base, this is Rogue 2. I found them. Repeat, I found them.
He's not frozen to death, but he's short to drown if you don't get him out of there right quick. Menace, give him a zap right in the loincloth. Come on, get him out.
Princess, we have a visitor. We picked up something outside the base of Zone 12, moving east.
It's metal.
Then it couldn't be one of those creatures.
Could be a spear, one of ours.
No. Wait, there's something very weak coming through.
Sir, I am fluent in 6 million forms of communication. This signal is not used by the Alliance. It could be an Imperial code.
It isn't friendly, whatever it is. Come on, Chewie, let's check it out.
Send rogues 10 and 11 to Station 3A.
General, there's a fleet of Star Destroyers coming out of hyperspace in Sector 4.
Reroute all power to the energy shield. We gotta hold them till all transports are away. Prepare for ground assault.
Yes, sir.
What is it, General?
My lord, the fleet has moved out of light speed. Comscan has detected an energy field protecting the area of the 6th planet of the Hull system. The field is strong enough to deflect any bomb.
The rebels are alerted to our presence. Admiral Aswell came out of light speed too close to the system.
He felt surprised, was wiser.
He is as clumsy as he is stupid. General, prepare your troops for a surface attack.
Yes, my lord.
Feeling all right, sir?
Just like new, Dak. How about you?
Right now, I feel I can take on the whole Empire myself.
I know what you mean. Alright, boys, keep tight now.
I have no approach vector. I'm not set.
Steady, Dak. Attack pattern Delta. Go now! Copy. I've been hit.
Distance to power generators.
17.28.
Target, maximum firepower.